What's going on, y'all? South Texas Cannabis here. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about decriminalization and all of the cities and towns that have decriminalized or are going to decriminalize. Let's talk about that. So the reason I wanted to do this video initially is because of the big news coming out of Austin. Just last week, Austin has voted to decriminalize cannabis within city limits. And not only that, but they've also made it illegal to do no-knock warrants within the city. Now, if you're a Houstonian, you might remember a few years back we had that incident with a no-knock warrant that resulted in the deaths of a few innocent people. That was a big thing. I'm sure you probably heard about it. Luckily, we're finally starting to get rid of some of those archaic laws. Now, Austin isn't the only city, obviously, that has decriminalized cannabis. They're actually kind of behind the rest of the big cities in Texas. With Houston, for example, there's a program that exists where an individual being caught with 4 ounces or less of marijuana has the option to take a drug class as opposed to getting a ticket or an arrest. And I think that that's awesome. Other than Houston, Dallas also has a similar program that focuses on like high level amounts of marijuana. You know, them being so close to Oklahoma and stuff, they focus on people that are transporting large amounts of cannabis, but they tend to overlook those lower citations and sometimes will just write a ticket. And I'm sure most of you guys have heard one of the cities that's been big in the news is Denton. So Denton, Texas, their citizens got together, put a petition together with over 3,000 signatures and submitted it to the government to decriminalize cannabis within Denton city limits. And actually, they only were required to have 1,700, so they nearly doubled their requirement. And this petition asks to eliminate low-level cannabis citations altogether. And if they succeed, they'd actually have some of the most lax cannabis laws in Texas. And this ballot is actually set to go in November. So if you live in Denton, you better get out there and vote for this, because that means you might not have to deal with any low-level cannabis laws in your city. Thumbs up over there, you guys. Go ahead and check that out. And then there's also some smaller cities like Denton that are working or have worked on cannabis reform. Some examples being San Marcos, El Paso, Killeen, Texas, and even Harker Heights. I've never heard of Harker Heights, but if you live there, they're working on cannabis reform too. And one thing that I've noticed as I'm doing all of my research, going from city to city, not literally, but on the internet, the overlying theme is that there's no statewide organization that's trying to bring everyone together and create a real organized reform cause. And I think that the state is ready for that. And we don't have it yet, but I think it's coming. And that's where I want our community to kind of fill in some of those gaps. I've had several people ask me over the time that I've been doing this channel what's the best way to reach me. And I've always said Instagram, and nobody's ever reached out to me on Instagram, so I decided to make a Discord. Someone suggested I do that. You may have seen my community post a couple of days ago where I put a link up. I'm also going to put that link in the description for this video. So all y'all out there that have any questions for me, or just want to meet people maybe close to you or not that are just as passionate about cannabis reform as you are, as I am, go ahead and jump into the Discord. Even if you've never used Discord before, it's super easy. It's just a chat room. And you know, I'm right there. I check it every day. So if you guys have a question for me, you can pop it in there. There's also a section for video topics. If there's something you'd like to see me do, I can go in there and kind of fill in some of my free time with viewer request topics. I'd love to do that. That'd be so awesome. So if you have any ideas like that, hop on the Discord, throw them in there, or just come and chat. Please, I want to get this community growing out here in Texas. We can do this. And if we all come together, you know, we can really show how serious we are about changing the state. I read a statistic that I think it was Texas A&M, something like 60% of the people they interviewed were pro-cannabis reform. So they're out there. We just got to get everyone together. Let's do this. And with that, I just want to thank you guys. This was a quick video just to do some updates on some of the cities and towns in Texas that are working on reform, and to give you a little bit of hope that there are a bunch of people out there that feel just like you do, that want to see the same things that you do. And, you know, it's just a matter of time. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace out.